Alright, kia ora everybody. Let's actually move our mic up so we're actually talking directly into it instead of just the ear. I think we've got everything, well, as best as we're going to get today. My god, what a sprint to get ready! Right. Let's go over here. Let's put this up because I haven't even brushed my hair. I literally have rolled out of bed. Alright. Kia ora, everybody. Right, let's say hello, Zoe. Congratulations on being first. Ari, yay, finally catching a stream. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go indeed. Amanda, coloring Bumblebee. Rebecca, Amy, Lisbeth, Zoe, Millie, Jess, Double A, Mandy, I think I called everyone, Mana. Hello, Mana. Hello, everybody. Anyone else struggling with the heat wave in the UK? No, I'm in New Zealand. Give me some of your heat. It's freezing. I think this has been part of the problem of why I've been oversleeping. I say very, very mildly because I also know what the real problem is. And good luck with your appointment, Ashley. It is cold still. It's still a windy, cold, wintry day. No cloud in the sky. What are those? It's beautiful and blue, but icy and cold. And I have been also struggling to sleep a lot lately. And this is part of the reason why I keep on going to bed way too late. I'm struggling to get to sleep. And then I'm trying to get up to do things. And it's like, oop, oop, oop. It's 9 a.m. It's 10 a.m. Yesterday, I slept until 11 a.m. But admittedly, yesterday was like the first time in a while that I had actually slept properly. So that was nice. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I need to sort out this hair chaos. So yeah, that was very unusual. But most nights when I've been going to bed, it's taken a while to feel tired. I go to bed and then it's just taken forever to fall asleep, which is exactly what happened again last night. I went to bed. It took until about one to go to bed, which isn't too bad. It's earlier than I have been going to bed, but it took me till like 4 to fall asleep. So yeah, but I did fall asleep. I woke up at 7 and then I turned over and went back to sleep, and then it was 9 o'clock and it was like, crap, stream. So this is why we're 20 minutes late. So I do apologize, but right now it's lucky I even made it to stream. I'm still dealing with a lot of tooth pain, so yeah, we're streaming when we can stream. We're doing what we can do, but I am still dealing with a lot of tooth pain. I'm still on the list, still waiting for an appointment. Fingers crossed the appointment soon. Alright, we should share, Amy. We can give you some heat, you can give us some cold. Exactly. Chaotic Colouring Dreams and Catherine. Kia ora, kia ora. Yana. Hello, hello. Right, so I'm almost set up. I've just got a pile of books here on the side I just need to find a place for. One joy about not sleeping is that I have been colouring like crazy. And anyone that would have seen my Instagram would have seen me put up a little thing like, what the hell is happening this month? Because what the hell is happening this month? Yeah, by my calculations, we're into the 70s. 70 for completed pages. And that's because I've had nights like this where, like last night, I finished 2 pages, but I also did a lot of work on a lot of pages. No, I had a pile of bookmarks somewhere. There. I'm so glad I made so many bookmarks last month. So I've got a whip in that one. So like all the backgrounds of all these ones are done. A lot of them are done and just need a little bit of finish off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this stack is everything that I worked on last night. And then in that one, that's one that I worked on last night. That one's got a little bit more work to go. And then I know I finished off another 2 or 3 last night. So yeah, I don't know. It's just because I haven't been sleeping. I've just been coloring like crazy, and it's been great because I had so many like unworked books. So it's literally like I've just been choosing an artist that I have a pile of books from and working on a pile of their pages at once. So like do that with Cornelia Andrakova. Right now I'm doing it with RJ Hampson, and yeah, we're just getting through a lot. I forget taking pictures of all my pages. I'm wondering if I just take like a big massive pile and just do like a massive dump on Instagram and just post everything. I hardly ever post, but it might just be the way to do it, is just post a big amount of pages all at once. Right. Ooh. Go Jess. Updated art text. I've got that one. I got crayons for free and a sharpener. I got a pizza case full, and I got 2 sets of 12 colour pencils. Nice. That's all you need, Mandy. Alright. And we have some... Oh, hello. Sorry, I just saw you over on Twitch, hun. My apologies. I have Twitch covered because I was looking at some stuff. And that's very rude of me. Hello, lovely. Alright. This is some updated art text from Zoe. Look at the bloobs. Look at the bloobs. It's so pretty. I love the colours of the leaves. You're doing really well there. That is gorgeous. What I should do, because this is a new one and I keep forgetting to, I like to cover up my tabs and then it fits nicer. Perfect. Right. I feel so unprepared today, if you haven't gathered. Oh, we've just had some art text coming through. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, Jess. I know this page and I know how long it takes. So, whoops, I was not meaning to download that. I said open image in a new tab, please. Why do you keep saving it? Oh, what are you doing, Instagram? Okay. I don't know why, Jess, but it is not letting me open your page on your one on new page. I'm wondering if it's like a mobile only one. Because with Instagram, when you go to send a message, if you use like these 2 ways to upload an image and one sticks it on mobile only, I wonder if they've updated desktop so you can now open these images on desktop, but I can't open it in a new tab. And the reason why this is important is because if I just show a screenshot of it on the computer right now, all my messages are visible. Yeah, it just won't let me open it as a new tab. Yeah. It's interesting because normally it just goes, can't open this one on computer. Really, really odd. Try that one. Alright. Yeah, I think that one opens perfectly. Thank you. Yeah, it's just because all my messages are visible in the background. So, I mean, I could sit there and set it up and cut it out specifically, but I'm also lazy. Right. So this is what Jess is working on. So this is Malpamini Chatsapanagatu, because I recognize it because I've colored this page too and it takes so long. There's a surprising amount of detail on this page. It looks gorgeous. Had this whip since 2023. You can do it, Jess. One of my completed pages this month is my whip from 2022, and it is so satisfying to get that page done. So you can do it. We have this gorgeous one as well, which is from the lovely Amy. I need to get onto Dragonspell because this, oh my god, this looks so good. I love the purple and the blue and the detail you're getting in there. And those crystals, delicious. Delicious. Thank you both for sharing. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, I don't mean to close Instagram. My god, I am all over the place. I am so sorry. I mean, we know I'm not usually functional. I just closed Twitch. Wow. I mean, I've still got the chat open, so it's fine. I just need the creator dashboard open for other reasons. I'm functional. I am so functional. Okay. I think I'm here. All right. Trade water base on my, yeah, the Twilight Garden paper's really not. I've tried it in I think Luna, and it didn't work in there either for me for that paper. Yeah. The cold is so tedious. That's valid. That's valid. Right, let's actually go to the art screen. Let's actually be a functional streamer. Again, sorry, I might not be quite in frame. We're a little all over the place. I've got the desk cleared off at least. You can go over there. There's our distress pencils. We're very zoomed out. Normally, I like to. It seems like the last few streams this hasn't happened, but I like to be the type of person that I press a button, go live, and we just get straight into it. Maybe a bit of chat. And then these last few times, it's been like, I've been all over the place. Alright. It's okay. One day I will be a functioning adult. It is not today. Right. Today I discovered pencil crayons over markers, and I might have to stop hating pencil crayons. Honestly, Hala, it is so good for shading. It is so good. I am debating buying a set of Ohuhus because there's a New Zealand stockist. There is a New Zealand stockist. Now, I have really cheap old alcohol markers that I was wanting to use up and then replace with Copics because Copics are refillable. However, I also need a really big set to get started. Yeah, I was just kind of working out the price. I'm like, And even though Ohuhus are a lot more expensive in New Zealand, they're still a lot more accessible than the Copics. However, it's the rebuyability of them. Ohuhus are technically refillable. Yeah, that was the other thing that I was learning. I was like, oh, okay. The nibs are different though, but yeah, I'm still debating. It would be easier to get a big full set though. So yeah, debating. Right. I was going to send art text, but I have no idea how to send a photo on Instagram. Okay, so let's all right. Amy, I'm going to borrow our chat because our chat only shows pictures right now. So I hope that's okay. Basically, if you're using your phone, your device, you need to send me a DM. So if you're on, so I'm trying to do this without also showing pictures of anything. So if you're on my page, again, I'm borrowing Amy here, but there should be a message button. So you can press the message to send me a DM, and then it'll take us to our DMs. Now, if we haven't messaged before, you may need to send me just a word or something so that I can then say, yep, and then you can send me pictures. But down the bottom here, you've got a couple of icons. You've got the camera, and then you've got the little picture icon here. You want to have this one over here. That'll open up your phone camera gallery or your iPad or your tablet's gallery, and then you can upload your image to that, and then it'll come through to me, and then I can share it on screen. If you use this one in the corner, that's where we use, that's where Instagram's camera comes in, and that's where it gets kind of funny. So it's better if you do the one from your gallery. Yeah. Yeah. Can I say art isn't from Colour Book? Absolutely, Ari. We all, like, we celebrate all creativity here. So send it through. So grab a Nat Julia, so I could be alert for this. Yeah. It's because I haven't sent you a message before. Yeah, so if you just flick me a message and then just, like, if I don't, I have Instagram open, but just let me know and I'll just check my requests, and I can see my request has just gone up, and then I just go accept and I move you over. It's just to stop. I had a thing of people sending things through that I did not want to receive in picture messages. Certain body parts, I had an issue there for a long time, so I made it so that people can't send me pictures without me approving it. Right, we have some more art text coming through. Oh, that's cute too. Oh, that's cute. Thank you for the new Twitch follow as well. I couldn't find the little picture thingy. So if let me just see, Amanda, if we've messaged. If we haven't messaged, I'm trying to remember what your Instagram is. I'm sure I follow you. Okay. We may not. Hold up. I thought I did. I'll have a look at that in a minute. I'll do this one first. So we have pop that open. All right, we have a whip from Amanda in Imagimorphia, which, look at that. That is stunning. I actually really like these pages from Kirby, where you've got the realistic animal and then all the doodles. I think they're really neat. That is... I did have a message from you, Amanda. My God, I am really losing the plot today. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know what I'm trying to do, folks. Please ignore me. I'm just like trying to find you when you're right there and you just sent me a message. I'm reading messages out of order too. All right, come here. Stop. We can do this, brain. Yes, it's looking amazing. I love the colors. I kind of want to pull this page out now. I've been itching to color a Kirby. So, and then we have this one from Hala, which I believe is your first one in the Selena Fennec Fadorables, which so cute. Fadorables is also a really cute one if you like simpler ones too. And we can see your pencil over your markers. So cute. So cute. Thank you both for the art text. Love seeing the art text. Right. I should do my own art text. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. I went off the doodles for a bit, but I'm kind of liking them again now. Yeah, I think they're neat. I know some people like them and some people don't, but I like them. Love the wings. Yeah, the wings are gorgeous. Only a few colored pencils, so it's limited. Nah, that's fine. Like, honestly, you can do a lot with a 12 set. I keep meaning to get like a 12 basic set of Crayola or Faber Castel and just color a page with those and show that you can literally do it with the most basic of sets. Because you can. I used to do art with 12 pencils just to prove that you only needed 12 pencils. It's really fun. Right. I am a functional adult. I am coloring this page. I am doing things. I am trying to figure out what green we are doing for the leaves. Because we're going to start with leaves. Now, there are multiple plants here, so maybe the leaves should be different greens. However, the leaves are all the same shape. And I am a fan of keeping things uniform. So I'm going to do the same green throughout. And that will also make it easier for me to figure out the flowers. I have seen a section of her dress that I have missed. Sent a message, Ari. Thank you. Alright. Ari, you are now in. And I will send you a heart so you know you're all good. So you should be able to find it. And we've got one from Elizabeth too. Ooh, we've got a haul, I see. Are you streaming tomorrow, Amy? It's not one of my traditional days, but I might. I'll see how I feel. I don't have any plans for tomorrow. But my Sunday, Saturday for the rest of y'all on the other side of the dateline is a regular day, so I stream Tuesday, Fridays, and Sundays, New Zealand time. So usually Monday, Thursday, Saturday for other side of the dateline. I suppose this is where it's going to be. Like this bundled sage, this desaturated green with its slight brown could be really pretty. Because I'm trying to go for that more pale vibes. And I feel like that sort of desaturated green. Let's see what one it's in for a start. Here. It's another set 6. Surprise, surprise. We've used a lot of set 6 so far. But yeah, that sort of desaturated green might be quite pretty to go with those sort of pastel-y vibes and give that more vintage look. Like, I know the butterfly and the kitties are done with Inktense and they're more intense, but for the flowers, I think that's going to look really nice. And then we can also pull out the spun sugar, which is part of her dress, plus the worn lipstick, which is set 5, which is the other set we've used a lot of. And finish off this little section of dress that I missed. Yeah. Shameless plug, I'm streaming to go. Nah, you plug away, Jess, because I will try to be there as well. It depends, again, with the sleep. The sleep's been the thing lately. I have been all over the place. Yeah, I did look at the forest moss. Like, I do like the forest moss. I think it's just too yellow. Because I'm really going for, like, we've got this pinky, purpley. We're just so off frame. Because we've got this pinky purpley, I feel like the forest moss has just got too much yellow in it. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly colour in this section, which won't take too long. Right, and then worn lipstick can go away. All for like 2 seconds of colouring that I forgot, but it's also no, that's all good. That's a good haul. Your Cats Around the World. Also, I'm seeing the Rabbit's Fairy Tale Venture. Cute. Sorry, Lizbeth has sent for a haul. I should actually bring this up, show you what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. I just closed Instagram. Wow, we're doing functional stuff. This is Lizbeth's haul, which lovely. But that Cats Around the World by Marty Noble is possibly different to my Cats Around the World, because my Cats Around the World is not by Marty Noble. Oh, look at this cuteness. Yeah, RJ Hampson's great. I've just started really getting into RJ Hampson. Right, Ari has sent through some of their original art, and we have some more bloobs. Look at that cuteness. It's so cool. Well done. Look at the bloobs. But also, yeah, love. Also cool to see some original art. Well done. I can even see the little flecks of glitter in it. That's so cool. Traditional isn't my preferred medium, but you inspired me. Oh, I love to hear that. It's definitely fun to play around with traditional media. Like, digital is lovely. Love digital, but there's something about physically getting your hands in traditionally that I think just, I don't know, there's something special about it. I mean, I'm biased though, and I have so many art supplies to use up. I think traditional encourages playing just because you have stuff in your hands. Yeah, I think so too. Like, there's something about actually having the supplies and playing with the supplies and getting messy in a way, or yeah. And there's no undo button, which I know makes a lot of people scared. But I think because of that, it kind of also gives you this freedom of like, let's just work with what happens. And then because it's not going to plan, you have to experiment and try new things. And then you discover new things along the way that you wouldn't necessarily do. I don't know, there's something about traditional. Yeah. Definitely with traditional, it's a process of doing. That is very much correct. And that's very, well, not, it's not saying that. Let me reword this. I agree that with traditional, it's the process of the creation of the page, not how the page turns out. That doesn't mean that if you're somebody that sits there and is all about how the page turns out, that you're wrong. But yes, I agree. For me, it is about the creation of the page, which is why some of my pages, some people would say that's, you know, you haven't put a lot of effort into that, or you haven't, and it's like, it's not about the effort. It's not about me spending hours upon hours upon hours meticulously shading one page. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I slap things together because that's what I needed at the time in terms of creation. Yeah, it's just about getting my hands in there and creating. And some months I need to create a lot. Yeah. RJ Hampson has a new coming book. Yeah. RJ Hampson, I have just started to get into. I was gifted a lot of RJ Hampson. He's a big pile of in progress RJ Hampson over here at the moment. So, yeah. I think right now, like, I don't need to rush to get any more of his books because I've been gifted so many. But I am really enjoying it. A lot of what I've got prepped though, like, I'll show you one I got prepped because it's the Oceans one. I don't feel like we see this one a lot, but I love this book. Oh, I just realized autofocus is on. Rude camera. Who said you could put autofocus on? wonder how long that's been going. Nope, that's not what I want. I want that. I want properties, configure video, and then turn you off. So yeah, this one. So this is all just the background done, and now I just need to go in there and pull out the jellyfish. But yeah, I love jellyfish, so of course I have to start with the jellyfish page. Ironically, making digital look watercolor is one of my favorites. Oh, there is something about like the digital watercolor look. I've been seeing a lot of it lately, and it's just really pretty. It's like, damn. Yeah, I think there's a good combination between digital and traditional as well. Like, I think I would be somebody that I would love to get an iPad to do more digital sketching, because I think that would help with my hands. And I've been told this by a few people that have similar hands to mine, that switching to the iPad helped a lot with sketching, and maybe I would do more original art because it would be a little bit more comfortable. So do more traditional sketching, but on the iPad, and then print it out and color it traditionally. I think would be a really good boon for me. Which is why I've been slowly chipping away at trying to put some money aside for years to try and get an iPad. Years and years and years. So they're expensive. Yeah. I do have a old Wacom tablet, but I can't work with the pencil. That's my big thing, is that chunky pencil hurts my hands to grip so much. Plus the Wacom cord is a little finicky, so if I even bump the Wacom, it disconnects. But I do have an old Wacom. So it's there. It is still usable, and I do use it from time to time when I need to do some digital editing and stuff, but it's a bit of a pain. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it, Amanda. I miss bits and don't cover all the white, forget things with pages all the time. As long as I enjoyed the time, I don't care if it looks polished or not. Exactly. It's not necessarily about the outcome. It is nice when the outcome is something that you're proud of, but it is also just about that creative energy and that creative time spent, and you color for yourself. So if coloring for yourself means sitting there and perfectly rendering a page to a polished perfection state and doing all that, that's valid. If it's sitting there and just coloring something in very quickly and just being done with it, also valid. Like, there is no wrong coloring, because coloring is such a hobby for you. A lot of my coloring this month has actually been me slapping on watercolors and granulating watercolors. So much granulating watercolor at the moment. And just filling out backgrounds with that, and then coming in with some pencils or some markers and shading the rest of it. Like, yeah, but again, this month I've also needed to do a lot of colouring because of the teeth, so that's okay. Again, thank God I did so many bookmarks last month because we're using them all. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I am really shocked that I got in the mood and completed my whip from 2022. Like, that has been hanging over me for so many years, and then one night it's like, I really just want to color this page, and I did it, and it's all done. It's like, yes, it's only been a whip for 3 years, but it's done. Oh. I think I'm going to have to have RJ Hance as my focus artist next month. So I've got 3 books that are untouched and 3 more of only 1 page coloured. Because I have RJ Hanson's Lost and Found, pretty books I neglect as the others. Yeah, I just have only just gotten them, so that's my excuse. I hope it does work for you too, Rebecca. There is something in like flicking through the books I think kind of inspires you to get going as well. I definitely, when I do try and sort out my shelves and stuff like that, I do find myself pulling out books that I haven't seen in ages and getting inspired to colour in them. So I hope it works for you. I do have to sit down and do a little shimmy of my shelves. I got books all over the place at the moment. But a big part of that is we've got piles of books on the completed rack as well. I also need to get some scissors and do a bunch of trimming of protection sheets, because we've got a lot of protection sheets that are poking out. So I've done basically no shading on these leaves. I've just kind of coloured them flat. So I do need to find something else to shade them with. Because I'd like to try and use pencils as little as possible to shade. Although that being said, we are kind of working with some harmonious colour sets here. Like I know there is a green that is like this in the harmonious. So I think we'll be okay. I think I can just use a harmonious set to shade. All the little bits. Possibly something else down there. And I have to remember here that I'm going to presume that the arm carries on down there. And then I realised that that was not a leaf. I think that was meant to be a dress fold, but we'll just make it a leaf now. Not that you can really see all that much. Got to ask, what do you use for protection sheets? This is baking paper. This is just baking paper, like parchment paper that you would shove in a tray to go in the oven, because it comes in a massive roll for really, really cheap, and I can cut it to size. Yeah, I got tons of that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to use it, because like it's $1 for 5 meters. Well, I think now it's like $5 for 5 meters, but at the time it was $1 for 5 meters, and I brought like 5 rolls, and so I've got piles of this stuff. Yeah. I keep falling asleep a wee bit, pressing random buttons on my phone, so I think it's time to bid you farewell. All good, Amanda. I hope you get some good sleep. And Anita, kia ora. Hello from Hungary. Kia ora from New Zealand. You've inspired me to have a day where I see how many bookmarks I can colour in one day. I record my progress in a video called the Bookmark Bonanza. Oh my gosh. Jess, I will join you. If we could figure out a way. I mean, we can figure out a way. I can show you how to set it up and record. We could we could do a shared recording experience. And then we're doing it, you know, online hang. Online hang and be like, yeah. Not like a race, because it's not about racing, but as motivation to go, 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 go. I was in a stream where 2 people were playing a video game. They were playing Hollow Knight while I was colouring, and it was like, can they finish certain sections before I finish a colouring page? I've been known to sleep send videos to people. I would do that. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. I still have piles and piles of bookmarks to colour as well. And this month is showing me that I might need to do that. Maybe when I finish this next pile of whips, I might sit down and do some more bookmarks because they are fun. I really like doing the bookmarks. Anyone else drawing as a watcher? Watching is so what? We do have a lot of people that do creative projects as they watch. I know there's usually a few people who are colouring as well. There's quite a few people who watch while they're starting to go to sleep too because of the time zones. But yeah, if you are colouring, what are you colouring today? I love having a stream on while I'm actually working. Which is why I should be working and actually doing things on stream so y'all can like actually be co-working with me. I've been streaming for what, almost an hour, and we've only just started to activate. It's been a morning. Again, it's like a miracle I even made it to stream this morning because of how overslept I was. Sometimes you need the sleep. I haven't had breakfast yet. I also haven't had my meds yet, so I need to make a point. I do have breakfast sitting on here on the table. Just try and finish off my coffee first. The leaves are finished. Well done, Jess. Well done. I know those leaves take quite a while on that page. Magic, yeah. No, I've still got to take mine, but I can't take mine till I have food, and I'm not ready to eat yet, so... but I will take them once I've had food. It's definitely helping having them all in the little poppable packet. So I know I just pop a packet at lunchtime, I pop a packet at dinner time. So much easier instead of trying to open up all these little containers. I'm supposed to go to bed early as need to be up to go to the zoo tomorrow, but I'll stick around until 1:30. Don't push yourself. If you do need to go to bed, it's no worry. I appreciate you all being here, but I also appreciate when you look after yourself, because looking after yourself is important. Which is part of the reason why, like, I was late this morning, because I woke up at 7:30 and then went, nope, I need a bit more sleep, and rolled over and did manage to drop back off to sleep immediately. And then it was 9 AM. And it's like, crap, I am meant to be live streaming. Oh, wow. I am going to take a few minutes to make a coffee and have a stretch, and which is why we didn't, took me 20 minutes, which is pretty good my end. I mean, some mornings I need like 2 or 3 hours to unlock to get out of bed. So to get out of bed in 20 minutes is pretty reasonable. Yeah, there's nothing worse than waking up and being like, I need to go to the bathroom, knowing that your body is so locked up that you need to stretch it out so you can actually get to the bathroom. Erica, hello. During streaming while I'm at work today. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Sorry you have to work, but good on you doing adult, responsible thingy-my-bobs. I hope work's not too bad, and hopefully if you have the traditional Monday to Friday 9 to 5, at least it's Friday. If you do not have the traditional Monday to Friday, then I'm sorry. As someone who used to work retail and used to work weekends, yeah. It's like when people go, oh, it's Friday, it's like, oh, it doesn't make a difference. I don't miss working in retail at all. It is Friday. I do have a couple hours of work tonight. Fridays are usually a bit quieter. I do still have some background stuff that I need to get done tonight. I didn't get a chance to get to it the other nights because it's been so busy. So hopefully tonight it's a bit quieter and I can get done what I need to get done. Am I off camera? Just ever so slightly. I dreamt I was back to work, worked very hard and woke up exhausted. Oh my goodness, Yana, that sounds like an awful dream. Sorry. The fact that you're this functional so soon after waking up is very commendable. Yeah, it's because I went back to sleep and sleep some more. If I had gotten up at 7:30, we probably would have been even less functional on stream. I probably wouldn't be streaming, to be honest, because I would have been like, nah, I gotta go back to bed already. Also, with all the lurking I've been doing, you got me to buying. Oh, Erica, that is awesome. Tell me everything. I need to know what book. I need to know what page. I need pictures. I need everything, Erica. Also, when I get down to Wellington, you know, Jules has a colouring book. You know, Ruby has a colouring book. So, you know, we'll have to hang out and colour. Like, I keep saying to Jules that I'm going to come down for a weekend just to give Jules an excuse to stay home for the weekend and do crafts. Just have a crafting day down there. You can bring your colouring books. Yeah! Every day is the weekend when you're unemployed. Mood, Ari. Mood. I have those dreams so often, and then I'm like, I should get the day off work because I already worked a full day. That is a mood. Like, if only that worked as an excuse. I can't come to work today because I dreamed I already did this work and I can't do it again. I forgot to set my alarm for work last week and got woken at 7:15 by the office calling me. Oh no. Never got ready so quick in my life. Skips breakfast, which I never do, and now I know I need breakfast to function. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't need breakfast to function. I'm very much I need a coffee. I have to have a coffee. That's like, I have to have a coffee. I do have some meds that I have to take to get going though. That's the thing. Like, I can jump out of bed and get going pretty quickly if my body allows me to move, because my inflammatory arthritis, when I wake up in the morning, I can be very, very stiff, because my bones are just, it's horrendous. When I was in hospital, like, I had to have some nurses nearby when I first got up after the operation to get moving, and I had not moved in a number of hours because with my disease, the ironic thing is that it hurts to move but it hurts to stay still, so you've got to move. So sleeping overnight, very, very painful when you wake up. So I needed, because of my limited mobility, I had to have extra people around me when I first got up. And so I warned everyone because I was in a ward with a bunch of other people, but then we had a couple of nurses and people around, and my mum and my aunt there. All these people to help me walk. And I was like, hey, when I start moving, my bones are going to crackle and make noise and pop like crazy, and I'm going to sound like a bowl of rice bubbles. So don't freak out. It's fine. It's normal. I'm just going to have very noisy bones, and it's going to sound like all my bones are breaking. They're like, oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. And then I got up and it's just like crunch, 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 as my bones will pop and crunch and move as I get up, because I haven't moved in so long because I've lied down for the op. Because basically I lay down at 7:30 and I didn't move until 5 or 6 p.m. Anyone in the wards was cracking up laughing. Just because it was like rice bubbles, because it's just every time I move, all my bones popping and cracking and stuff. But yeah, that's usually what slows me down. So I need time to like slowly stretch out my joints and my back, and so I usually wake up but then spend a long time stretching in bed before I get up for the day. I'm so happy that we're just varying levels of disaster. Yep, Hala, we are. Yep. The book is called Cottagecore. Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Another Small Victories. Yes. I also have Small Victories. Small Victories is in my hospital bag. Because of the size of it, it lives in my emergency hospital bag. So that if I ever fall, there is a bag my mum can grab, or the ambulance can grab, that has everything I need for a hospital stay. And Small Victories is one of the things that lives in there. Because it's a good small book, and it's a good travel book. So I coloured that one in the hospital. As a carer, I understand the cracking and creaking old bones make. Not only can you hear it, but you feel it through their back as you're supporting them. Yeah, so that's what my bones do. It's, Our hospitals have private room or a shared room with only one other patient. Sounds strange to hear that you're on a ward. Yeah, no, I was in a ward with four patients. I think that's the most that they do is 4 patients. Yeah. One time I was in there after a fall. I was in there essentially because I sprained my ankle, which sounds ridiculous, but I couldn't mobilize, so they had to keep me in because I couldn't mobilize very far while they did physio to get me mobile enough to go home so I could get to the bathroom by myself. So I was in hospital for a sprained ankle because conditions made it difficult. But it was fine. But they realized that, like, I was quite good with older people, so they put me into a room with 3 older ladies. And these ladies were great because they slept all day. They were quiet, and so it was like the best room to be in. But the reason they put me in there was because one of them was kind of... They have healthcare assistants that they put into rooms with, like, patients that need consistent care. Like, for the older people that try to get up all the time and need someone to get them out of bed and stuff like that. And this person wasn't quite at that point, but did kind of need someone around, but they didn't have enough people spare. But they realized if they put me in the room, if I saw someone getting up, I would ping a nurse. So it was kind of like they had a healthcare assistant. Yeah. Yeah, 4 to 10 people. Yeah. Yeah. No, most hospitals here we have private rooms, and then we have shared rooms. And most of people go into shared rooms. Most of the time I go into shared rooms. I woke up from my op. I was in recovery, and then as soon as I was stable enough to move, they moved me into the wards, and it was a shared room. And it was actually, it's quite fun. Like, it's quite fun to chat with people. I was there with another girl that was having a hysterectomy, so we were having a good chat. She was also into art, so we were discussing art and stuff like that. And then there was this sweet older lady who, she has a crack up. She was really cool. And we were all talking about cats for ages. It can be quite entertaining. Like, if you're stuck in hospital and you get stuck in a good room, it's really good. Like, you can get some good people in there, get some good chats. But if you get into a shared room with somebody who's not very considerate and very noisy, it can be an issue. I got into a shared room once with a person that had their family there all day, and there were 2 other older people. So I ended up having to say to the nurse, hey, can you, like, tell them to move the family to the family room, because, like, we all need naps. We all need recovery time. Yeah, it's kind of funny in a way, not really, but you know, you don't it's not the most restful being in hospital, so yeah. Like, you don't really get to rest in your room. Oh, excuse me. Right, I'm looking at set 6 again, and I think both Broken China and Dried Marigold would be lovely colours to pull out here. I don't know about blue flowers though, but I definitely think that Dried Marigold, that sort of pale yellow, I think that's going to be one of our flower colours for certain. Because that is really pretty. What other colours do we want? What colours do we want to do for the flowers? My brain is leaning towards these two, but I'm so used to doing Inktense, and the thing is, I'm trying to do like really pastel flowers here. It's so different for me. I can procrastinate by activating the sleeve. Put it off, put it off, put it off. It's like when Hello was streaming. It's like, yeah, put off the witch. Put off the witch by doing more and more of the background. Like, my brain's going, pull this and pull this and pull this, but we're trying specifically to do more pastelized colors here. So, yeah. Like, this Dried Marigold's definitely one that will pull. Is my bot not? My bot for the bot not working? Nope, that's it. I will finish my wish. I'm just waiting on sparkly pens. I mean, sparkly pens are important. Right, we have Dried Marigold. So we have the very pastel-y yellow. Maybe reintroduce the clothes colors. It would be that overkill. No, it's logical. Yeah, it could be that I use the same colors, but I kind of want to do something different. Like, I might use similar tones, just not those specific colors. Like, I might do another pink, but not this pink, you know? Do watercolors when activated with water work really well in the paper? Yeah, I find that they do. I prefer to work in this book. I haven't had any bleed through. I prefer to work in this book by basing first. I find the paper can be a little difficult for how I like to colour with pencils. But if I put down a watercolour base first, it helps a lot for how I like to colour. I think we'll pull out Tumbled Glass. I think that real pale blue is going to be quite lovely. And then so that's one. I want 3. It's going to be right at the bottom, isn't it? Yep. Because I can use peacock feathers as a little bit of shadow, and we'll pull out wild honey from this one, and then that can also work as a little bit of shadow for our other one. So that gives us a blue and a yellow, and then pink abandoned coral and saltwater taffy will also work as a combo. Oh, this is where it would be a lot easier if this was in a, you know, see, I want, if it was in a thingy-mabob, in a case, you know, if I wasn't having to dig through. Alright, saltwater taffy. And abandoned coral. That's the other one. So it's a little warm, but it gives us basically red, yellow, blue. I think that's a start. We'll work with that, and then we can add in if we need any others. So what do I want as the main? I think the more yellowy. Yeah, it's definitely, Rebecca, it's definitely a easier technique, I find. And also, I'm a big fan of laying the colour down first in just a flat layer and then shading with pencils. A big part of how I like to colour is cover up the top of the page. Cover up the page, the white of the page. So anything that helps me cover up the white of the page, such as watercolour pencils or Inktense. I normally use Inktense as my basing medium in here. However, I'm really trying hard to make this page quite pastel-y. Which is why I'm struggling a little bit with the color choices, because my inclination is to go very vibrant with colors. So I'm really pushing myself here to try and do a more pastelized coloring page. But my brain is still like, put in more bright colors, even though we've got this big bright bold butterfly here, which may even pastelize down further. We're just kind of going with the flow and working with what we can. It's a challenge for me, but it's quite nice to challenge yourself, you know? Like, Rainbow Candy Village. This is a lot more my comfort. I like bright, vibrant rainbow candiness. Like, I like that. So, to do very, very pale is difficult for me. I can do it. I have done pastel before. It's just, it's not my comfort. So, I have to think about it a lot more when I do more pastel pages. But I just think it's going to look really sweet, being lots of pastel colours. The struggle of colour challenges is real. I'm going to do this. Chooses colours that do not go with this. Yep. Rainbow glitter versus pastel. Yeah. Pretty much. Also, a burger with root beer sounds delicious. We're just playing. Exactly. We've got a plan, but the plan may not come to fruition, and if it doesn't, that's okay. It's going to be what it's going to be. I think it'll help too when I get the last of the white off the page, except for where the white's meant to be, because there's still a lot of white on this page. So once everything's based, it'll probably come a little bit more together. So once we've done this then I will either... Actually, Rustic Wilderness is very close to the green of Heat's Eye, so I could probably get away with doing that for the background. But we'll pull out the... green out the little sections of background that are remaining, like the lying on some grass. But we got to finish off some flowers first. Don't ask me what type of flowers they are, because I don't know. They are yellow flowers, because I've made them yellow. I love the candy page you did. It looks stunning. Thank you. Yeah, I like that one. That was, it's technically a Christmas village. So, it's technically meant to be like a gingerbread village, but we did it rainbow candy. So it's not overly Christmas, which I like as well. But yeah, and it's got very glittery background, as you can see, and lots of bright colors, and it's one of the first double pages in the book that I did. And then I did the Pirates page, which was a buddy color with a bunch of people that turned into the group, which has that there and there's a bit of shimmer on the water. So this one's going to be a nightmare when it comes to colouring this one, because there's going to be so much texture here. So yeah, but both of these Inktense base. And then this is the one that I finished off earlier this month, which is a treehouse, which again Inktense base, and then pencils on top. No glitter on this one, which it's okay. Like, part of me still thinks it might need some glitter, but I kind of like it as is too. Like, I don't think it also needs glitter. It's very, like, I like the harmoniousness of the palette of it. So I like how this looks. It's basically, you know, yellows, browns, greens, and then little pops of like purple and red. So now we're working on this one. And then I have one more to play catch up with my own group. Not that there's any pressure in the group to be caught up, because that's the point of the group. It's just there to sort of be like, oh, we're going to work on this one, if you don't know what page to work on. But also, like, you don't have to. It's not meant to be pressured. It's just a, like a little encouragement, because I want to get every page in this book coloured, because I love this book. It is one of my favourite colouring books that I own. I think it's stunning. No glitter? Horrors. I know, right, Catherine? I can do pages without glitter, surprisingly. It's rare, but it can happen. I think I have a pair of scissors around here somewhere. I should actually trim this baking paper as well. I'm so tempted to get that book too, but it may wait till Christmas. Just buy a big Japanese colouring book haul. You don't have to buy it from a Japanese haul place. It is available on Amazon, regular Amazon. You don't have to go to like Pompadour and stuff like that, which is how I got mine, because it used to be you had to go to Pompadour or stuff like that, but regular Amazon now stocks it. Yeah, it's apparently very easy to find now on regular Amazon and not for much. So Nelco, Neco, Story of Precious Cats. Don't quote me on that. I am not, excuse me, I'm not the most prolific of Amazon users, but I have heard from those that do use Amazon that it is easy to find now, so. Nelco is Nelco, Neco is Neco, and then Story of Precious Cats. And if you need a copy and paste, it should pop up there. Eventually, when my bot wakes up. You can see I just chucked in everything that we might be using. And if anyone does end up buying it, I'm sorry and you're welcome. But by searching Nelco Neco, there we go. I've just found some leaves that I've missed. Okay, so you have to search Nelco Neco. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, not that, like, I'm encouraging people to buy, but, yeah, this one, it's not as difficult to source as a lot of people might think for a Japanese colouring book. Yeah. A single paint pen. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm only going to be using a white paint pen to do some highlights. Like, I don't think I'm going to be using any other paint pens, so... But I will use white paint pen to do, like, the eye shinies. So, and then possibly some white on the butterfly as well. Like, only a white paint pen is... Which means it'll probably be a white Posca, because the good old white Poscas are good. I'm just about out of my next white Posca. Need to replace one of the new ones. Right, I think that's all our yellow flowers, but I'm going to keep those out along with our green, because again, I just found leaves. I think that's all the yellow flowers. So we have a lot of daisies, which I think I want to do the blue. And then by the look of it, we'll have a couple of leftover flowers that we can... Like this one here is going to be an odd flower, and then it looks like we've got some little either pansies or leaves beside it. I'm thinking those are pansies. But we've also got some little buds, so we could do them to just bring up some of the pink as well, because otherwise we've just got a lot of, like, we got the two pink flowers and then the pansies, which we could pull out some purple for. But yeah, I think we'll stick with mostly the tumbled glass for the daisy type flowers, which I know isn't probably too traditional, but I think it'll look cute. The preview has the exact page of colouring right now. Yeah. It is. It's a really cute book. I really, really like it. If you haven't seen before, let's move all my pencils to the side. It's a lot of, it basically follows, let me zoom you out a bit. It follows these cats here. So it follows the sisters, Pupuri and Pepino, their little brother, Cheryl, Tom, which is the town baker, Daisy, their grandmother, and their friend Heek. So it follows them through the seasons, and it is split up into seasons. So it's like a year in their life. So we're working on a spring section one right now, as you can see, and it's them just doing, you know, sewing and making jam and playing dress up and yeah, like here, obviously the cakes are giant and they're tiny, but you know, they're also kids. It's them and their imagination, picking berries. And then we've got Alice in Wonderland, which is another running theme in this group, in this page as well, as Alice in Wonderland, and there's a bunch of circus ones too. Then we get into summer, so this is the other one that I need to colour, is them doing the washing. All good, Jess, get your sleep. Same with you, Amy. I love this baking one. I love this bread run and this vegetable under beside it. Again, visiting the circus, and then clowns, big clouds in the sky, like camping and roasting marshmallows. This one is one of my favorite pages. Them playing dress ups and pretending to be pirates for the treasure. I freaking love this page. Like, I love how I colored it as well, and I love seeing people's versions of it colored, but I also just love the concept of the page of the kids pretending to play pirates. Like, it's so fun, and so what I can see kids doing, you know, is pretending to play pirates. And the fact that, like, Cheadle's actual sword here is a legit stick. Like, little nods to things like that, because I remember being a kid and, you know, you're picking up a stick and it's like, yeah, I got a sword, and you're running around because you've got a sword. Yeah, grew and grew me until now where I'm fully obsessed. I love it. I love it. This is my least favorite page in the book. This and the hot air balloons, but I can still see coloring them. Yeah, this one, Jess has colored this one where they're in the pool. So cute. Taking a bath or swimming. So many little cute things, like Cheeto's little soft toy being in the ring, and yeah, just so cute. I love the ice cream as well. Cheeto with the massive ice cream, and fishing with Heath, and then we move into autumn, so gathering hazelnuts and Alice in Wonderland, and I guess Thanksgiving. It's not a thing here in New Zealand, but whatever. This double page Halloween spread, love, love, love. Love, love, love. So really leaning towards that one. But then there's also these two ones which are really cute as well. I love them playing dress up. Books. Pizza. I love the pizza making as well, because Chero's got a little pizza that has a happy face on it. Yeah, again, Alice in Wonderland. It's a running theme of the book, because there's also this gorgeous double page spread which I love. Even with all the roses around, I love this double page spread of them having an Alice in Wonderland picnic. I think that one's so cute as well. And then, like, the gallery double page spread, which I still think is really neat. I'm going to use washi tape in this background. Already know. Then we're into winter. So we got soup, which anyone that knows me knows I love soup, so I need to colour that one. And then making cookies. And then some cool steampunk ones. And then Christmas, wrapping up presents. There's also Santa in the background here, and he is also a cat. Again, small little nods like that. And then kind of nutcrackery, the Christmas Candy Village. I didn't mean to flip through this whole book, but we'll flip through this whole book because I love it so much. Grammar, and then knitting and the quilt. I also really like this one. And then reading a storybook. Then we get to the end with all the bits and pieces. Good little place to test if you need to test or you want to plan out your colours. And then these little message cards that you can cut out, which I obviously have not done. So yeah, that's the book. It is one of my favourite books. It is a book that I can see colouring every single page, even the two pages that are like my definite least favourites. I can still see how I would colour them. Like, I can... Yeah. Yeah, it might be, like, I'll put it to the group when we get a bit closer to the end of the month, Jess, to say, you know, a few of us are wanting to color this one, but I normally put, I've said that when we do a double page spread, we'll do 3 months, but it doesn't quite work out. However, I'll put it to the group and just say, you know, I know that there's a few of us that want to do this double page spread. So I'd like to put forward this one. However, if you don't feel comfortable, vote for one of the other Halloween ones. I mean, don't have to do it. You know, we could put forward one of the single ones and then you do the double anyway. You know, like, it's do whatever makes you happy. It just, yeah, the group. Yeah. But I know a lot of people love that double page spread, so I wouldn't be surprised if the double page spread still wins, even though, yeah. I mean, we are 15th here in New Zealand, so we are getting on in the month, so I'll probably wait till about the 20th to put it to the group. Yeah, I don't want to be like, yeah, I've chosen this page for the month, but part of me's like, I want to do that page. It's just the whole, I said after the Pirates one, because a lot of people struggled with that one over 2 months. Because we do a page over 2 months. So I did say next time we did a double, we'll do it over 3 months. Just to give a bit more time. Yeah. Yeah, I think the pirate page is a little bit more complicated, so there's a little bit more to it. Whereas that one, like once you knock out that background, which is relatively simple, I think it'll be okay. But again, I'm not going to be, you know, we're doing this page. I'm going to put it to the group because it's a group. That being said, there's nothing stopping you doing that page anyway. Like... It's just to basically motivate us to work on the book. Oh, teeth hurting. I really like this pale blue with the yellow. I think that's going to look really quite sweet. Let's not drop the pencil. Yeah, so these look like they could potentially be those curled up, ready to expand out. So I think we will make those into the pink, just to sort of bring it up a bit, just so it's not on its own down the bottom. Like it's just a little touch. It just balances it around the page a bit more. Because otherwise we've only got one spot of it down there and it's just a bit odd. It's now time for sleeps. All good, Jess. Thank you so much for being here. Well done. Getting your leaves done. Nothing like getting some work on an old whip and getting old whips done. Very satisfying. It's like a storybook you can colour. Yeah, exactly. It's such a cute book. It makes me very happy. Again, it deals with some of my favourite things. So, like, I love colouring animals doing people things, but I like the animals to still have an element of realism, and it's, like, detailed. But it's still got a little bit of simplicity, and, yeah. Ooh, sleepy, sleepy. Oh, I think Jess is gone, but we did get an updated picture of the leaves. Looks so good. That's Jess's update with the yellow around. Looks so good. Malpamini Chatsapanagatu's actually, like, it looks really complicated, but it actually breaks down pretty quickly. Oop, wrong blue. That's not our dark blue. We need the darker blue so we can do all the shadows. Even though we're not really doing specific shadows, I'm just sort of slapping in a little bit so we get a slight amount of contrast to make my life easier when it comes to the pencils. Yeah, too hot. Too hot outside. For a lot of y'all. For me, it's just too cold. It's okay. We'll soon switch, and then it'll be the other way. It'll be too cold outside for a lot of y'all and too hot outside for me. Because seasons. Alright, last couple of daisy type flowers. That should be the last of the blue. And you're definitely one of these more corally pink ones. I think we are going to have to pull out a little bit of a purple just to do the couple of extra purple. Couple extra flowers that are more like pansies. That's okay. It won't take too long at all. What do we got open? Villainous. If I work very, very lightly with this, we don't really want intense purple. Just a little touch of purple. Okay. Right, I'm gonna take a little break here because I do need to pop to the bathroom and just have a little stretch break. And then once we come back, we will look at Mana's art decks, which I'll pull up so I remember. And we'll carry on. Ooh, it's neat. I closed Instagram again. So bad at closing my tabs. Yeah, so we're just going to take a quick little break here so can go to the bathroom. So I encourage you to take this opportunity to hydrate, stretch, take your own meds, grab some food, grab a snack, grab water, whatever you need to do to self-care for yourself. Because we're going to just take a couple minutes here and then we'll be right back. Alright, sorry about the delay there. I actually just had to make a phone call and I have to wait for another phone call, so goody goody. Yeah, but that's okay. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, I'm going to start with these pinky ones because there's not many of them, so we'll get those ones done. You seen a couple more drawings? Oh, good. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's cute. We've also got Mana's one to look at as well. So, this is from Ari. I think this is the digital watercolor technique that we were talking about before, which is super, super cute. Love the colours of that one. And then this one here too, like, I really love the texture. It's really neat. And then from Mana, oh, wrong tab, we have this one here. Which, that's a really neat way to attack one of these pages using different size dots. It's really neat. This looks like a Smalls Victories page. Such cool techniques. Thank you all for sharing. And now the phone's gonna make noise every time because I need it on noise to hear the phone call. Even though the phone call probably won't be for an hour. Or to check a form has been received. Even though I know I dropped it off on Monday. Alright, there's our pink and purple flowers done. Alright, let's do the blue ones. And then we'll get the yellow ones done. And then we'll do the green background. And then everything is based. Cute. That sounds lovely. Alright, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. All good, Rebecca. You have a wonderful sleep. I know it is definitely getting to bedtime for a lot of folks, so you do what you need to do. Thank you for being here. Take care, and we'll hopefully catch you in the next one. I am going to carry on with this for now. I'm trying to distract myself until this phone call comes in. I hope they haven't lost my paperwork. It's going to be very frustrating if they have. Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. I'm ready to curl back up in bed, I tell ya. Alright. Does feel very pastel. I think we've managed to keep that pastel going. So if we take our, give that a moment to dry, Rustic Wilderness, which is very similar to Heek's eye colour. Just block out the rest of the white for the green at the background. I think we're done with all our base. Putting some books into the spreadsheet, good idea. I've got a couple to put into there to update and stuff like that. I've been kind of updating my list like I normally do it at the end of the month, but this month I've been sort of updating it as I go along because there's just been so many. So it's not such a big job at the end of the month. Which is nice. Very, very carefully. Ugh, it's also tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I know I've gone quiet and I do apologise. It's for a reason. So the phone call that I'm waiting on now is to do with my benefit. And I always get very, very anxious when I have to deal with this sort of stuff. So right now my anxiety's getting quite high. There's nothing I can do until I wait for the phone call. But it is making things a bit hard. I'm going to keep on working on this base because it's a really good distraction, but I do apologise that I'm not the most talkative right now because I am also just trying to calm my freaking system down. Right. But if it gets too bad, I might need to do some self-cares. But we're doing alright so far, but just so you're aware. You're home? Welcome home. Yeah. Just trying to... It's like... You know, it's there to support, but it's also incredibly anxiety driven. And I'm not the only one that gets very anxious when I have to deal with this sort of stuff. It's like, you meant to be there to help us. Alright, so I want to do this little section of green down here, make that into an arm, because that's been annoying me this whole time. There's a section of green that we missed. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah. There's a reason why I have a, Amy is having a panic attack button for stream. It's something that I was set up a long time ago because, you know, anxiety's a thing. Anxiety's very real. So, yeah, I just got a lot of things in place to deal with it. So, just got to calm my brain down and just be like, it's fine. You know you dropped this form off on Monday. If they haven't got the form, well, that means there's something going on. It's more than likely they just haven't assigned it to you, which has happened before, which is just a 2-second fix up and then we're all good. And if they don't have the form, well, then they've lost the form and then you're going to have to get an extension so you can go back to the doctor to redo the form because they lost the form. So it's like, logically, nothing we can do. Brain, though, whee! Anxiety, fun. It's like, come on, brain, be logical. And brain's like, nah. Let's send the endocrine system into a tailspin. Because cortisol. Because that's what it is. It's your fight or flight panic response. And though fight or flight's wrong, there's actually a third one, which is fright. Which is it's fight, flight, or fright. And I think there's actually a fourth one too that they've debated, but it doesn't fit into the acronym of F's very well. But it's like the common response for situations like this. So fight, obviously, is when people feel the need to defend and they start punching, and then flight is run away, but then fright is when they stand still and inact because of it. You have to literally write a script? Yeah. Starting with book 146. Well done. Well done. Yeah, well, that's kind of fright, is freeze. Yeah. I get straight back into loungewear or jammies? Yeah. As soon as I walk in the house, the first thing I do is switch into PJs. PJs are just comfy and where it's at. Right, I like that. I like that brighter green background as well, because it ties into Heek's eyes, but I feel like it helps ground the pastels a bit more, and it's feeling very pastel now. So there's still technically a couple things to shade, like all the white needs shading, but that's going to be we'll do that with pencils, because that's just grey, so I don't want to do that with the grey, even though there is a grey distress. There's a couple of distress pencils. I'd rather do that with a white pencil. And not a white pencil, a light grey pencil. Alright, what set are you? You're set 3. So, tattered rose, candied apple. You should have the wild honey. The rustic wilderness. The peacock feathers and the tumbled glass. Used a few from set 3 today. Nope, wrong way. Maybe that side, that side. Alright, that's set 3. What do we got here? Set 4. So you should have saltwater taffy. And the wilted violet. You are set 6. You should be the 3 remaining. Yay. Alright, pencils all set up. I do have a label maker actually, in my cupboard somewhere of random stuff. Because I was one day going to label like containers and stuff and try and get organized as you do. Oh, I can't see it, but it's more than likely in the cupboard next to me because that's where all the random stuff lives. At least it's easy to look underneath and go. But yeah, I've got number stickers. I could just go and grab number stickers and put a sticker on the front as well. Just put like a number sticker on here. And then I don't have to do that because I can just see, oh, it's got a 4 there or something. Okay. I'm just deciding what we're starting with. Gotta love some good ASMR. Okay. Well, before I do anything, I need to move the pile of books that are in progress. Yet to be touched. Where are we going to put all you? I don't know if I should technically have stacked you like this because I think hopefully everything's drying. Amy moves 40 bucks pretty much. It's a bunch of in progress stuff that I started last night. Because, you know me, I can't just work on one thing at once. I have to work on 10 things, so. Even sitting here, my brain's like, we could go work on. Like, I've also got this one that I'm working on, which is, like, super simple. It's not really a huge, detailed one, but I was just experimenting with the granulating watercolors on this paper. Surprised it didn't bleed through, so really impressed with that. But I just thought that would be a really fun one to just do a bit of a background on. Did splatter it on the side by accident, but that's fine. And then, yeah, just need to colour in the little face. So that's like a real quick, easy one to knock out. Yeah, I love the granulating watercolors. It's like, I've done so much with these watercolor for backgrounds and stuff like that. I know set 2, the Cosmic, I know a lot of people are saying that they're having issues actually getting these ones to granulate compared to the original Aurora ones. What I find is that I actually, if I use two of the Cosmics, that the combination of the 2 of them gives me the 4 colors and it works really well. it's like, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, these that Fairy Tales World one, that's what's in Oceans. This one uses a couple of the granulating watercolors, and so the teal definitely in this one. This color barely granulates, so definitely mixing it helps. You know, like, you get a little bit of some of the other colors coming through though by mixing it. And then like that one's alcohol markers. That one's very much in the ugly stage right now. That one needs a lot of work. But that's okay. Yeah, so like that's another one where again I use like the different colours in the background, and it's a mixture of the green and the purpley blue, like these two up here, and then no, these two, sorry. I think I did chuck some red in there too. So I'm finding mixing the colours is producing a better granulation between all the colours. So if you're having issues with the granulating, like this is that one, and it just doesn't do it, and it looks almost neon as well, which is interesting and not what I was intending. So that one's gonna be fun. No. But then it worked a bit better. I think that one I actually used that one? No. Maybe I actually used the orangey blue on that one. I know, that one just went neon. It went really weird. But yeah. And it looks like a lot, but these don't, like with that background done, it doesn't take long. I do like this one. I didn't realize when I started it's actually 2 different pages, because it looked like a continual spread to me, but it's 2 different pages. So, but yeah, the background's all done, so now I just need to colour in these, and honestly it doesn't take long. And this was my first one that I did, and it's just the introduction page, so I just have the leaves to colour. But yeah, just playing around with the granulating watercolors, it makes such a good background. So it just, yeah, like it's all there, and then it's just sit down and pull up the next supply. And I don't know, I like working on a stack at a time. Amy's the queen of stacks. Yeah, I like having a stack, and if I'm gonna watercolor, it's a lot easier to do like a bunch of it at once, and then we've got it all pulled out. Oh, you have done a bit in here, Zoe. Oh my goodness, the double is so cute. Oh, you've done the washing tub as well. Alright, so Zoe very kindly has sent through the pages that they've done in Story of Precious Cats. So they've done this one. Super cute. Good Christmassy one. And then we've got our kitties doing the washing. Love. Still got to do this one. I like your kitties. And then we got the Halloween one, so this is spread across too. Love that purpley sky. And then there's the other half there. So cute. So cute. But yeah, really cute. And yeah, it does break it down. Like when you look at it, its shapes, it's not a lot to break down really. So I think it's a very doable double. So cute. Hello Shadow, I hear you. Oh, I did it again. I closed Instagram. Yeah, no, give me 2 seconds. I'm just reopening Instagram because I keep on closing it by accident. Because I'm smart like that. And functional. Functional. Alright, I hear you. Where are you? Come on. Say hi to your audience. I know what you're after. It's coming. Remember, you gotta be careful with these now. They're getting hard to find. We've got to make them last. So take your time. Don't scoff them down. Anyone that hasn't met this little fluff ball before, this is Shadow. This is the little troublemaker. I had to kick him off the desk the other day because he jumped up and I had forgotten to cover my water because I was in the middle of doing something with the water, and he immediately started trying to drink from it, the paint water. I was like, no, no paint water. No paint water. So yeah, he is a black kitty. He just happens to really like sunbathing. So he gets bleached, which is why he has this strip across here, because he'll keep his head in shadow, but for the rest of his body in the sun. So he's got a bleach spot from being in the sun. Alright, you gonna settle down? You gonna settle down like a baby? Hi, Rosalind. He is the feature of Shadow's journey, which we'll have to do another page in sometime too. Don't you wet nose book me. Alright, are you gonna settle? He's drooling on me. Charming. Alright, he might settle down. He may also think that everything I'm putting down is food because it makes crinkly noise, and therefore it's treats for him. Which is kind of his thinking on everything. No, it's a colouring book. It is not treats. It is a colouring book. You don't need it. You don't need it. Come back this way. Come back this way. There's no paint for you to dip your tail into. You can just chill there. Alright, the point of me clearing everything off was to try and figure out pencils. Now it's going to be difficult to open pencils because I has cat. Cat is problem. You're just a problem, you know that? You're just a problem. And we're using mostly watercolor today, so you can't be on here because you drill. You drool. I'm already covered in your drool. No. The kitties are not for you. The kitties are not for you. It's not for you. Alright, are you gonna settle? You're in a very odd position. This is not your usual position for settling. You usually settle on my shoulder. He's just like plonked there and just like chilling. He's just like, his paws are over my arm and his belly, so he's like legs forward, just plonked there. Look, you're on camera now. Here's his little paw. Here's his other little paw. And then his feet are down here. Yeah. This is not your usual chill out position, so I don't know why you're vibing with this today, but you're vibing with this today, so okay. And there's his resting boob face. Like, he always looks so pissed off at the world and so angry. He's got such a resting angry face, but he's not. He just looks angry all the time. I can feel your fur's got up my nose. Alright, are you gonna like let me colour? Or are you just gonna chill there? because like I don't know how I'm meant to colour if you're just going to chill there in my arms and overtake both hands. This is going to be a problem. Alright, let's see if we can free this on. Oh, here we go. Do you want down or are you going to try and get on the desk? No, you want down. You've had your cuddles. He's had his treat. He's had his cuddle. He's content. And he's off. He likes certain things, and then once he's had his fill, he's like, I'm out, peace. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone to find the sun. I'm fine with a shadow stream. There was one stream where he jumped up on the desk, and every time I put my hand out, he was like booping it, and I just could not do a thing until he decided he was done. Yeah. I like to say he's not the boss, but he's the boss of this house. Alright. So the harmonious set will actually work for quite a few of the colours, but not so much the yellow flower. She can come back too. He looks like a panther hanging under a tree. True. Because of his being all black, except for his tiny little patches. He's got a little patch on his neck. And he's got a little patch on his belly, which you might have seen as well. Get the rest of the color charts out. Spruce green is actually kind of the right green for the grass. Can bring you back in a bit now too. Yeah, I think the spruce green and the Pablos is actually going to be the right green. It is the right green. Fantastic. And we want to have a little bit of a darker. Since we're here, we'll pull out the greyish black. Right, so from memory, I was kind of working with it this way down for the shadow, because I did want to create the illusion of some depth here. So things should have a little bit of a shadow. Not Shadow the cat, shadows as in shadows. Why is it so cold today? This page is so adorable and sweet. It really is. Love, love, love how it's turning out. Again, it's not my comfort area doing the pastels, but I think I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out so far. Just making sure when I pencil shade, I don't shade it too vibrant. Except for this grass in the background. This can be vibrant, because I like that contrast of having this really bright green behind it. Even though it's not like hugely bright green. It could be more vivid, but you know. It's that like, it is a more vivid opaque colour. If I do autumn season colouring plans video, how would I have the camera capturing the MacBook screen as well as capturing the spinny wheel? Do I just record a bunch of clips? So when I do a screen recording, I use OBS because that's my streaming software. And I have a capture of my window through OBS. You need to find a way to screen record. I'm not so sure with MacBooks or what they use. But sometimes devices have ways to screen record. So so literally I have a setup that is somewhere around here. I can't find it, but the same way how I capture when I open up a message or something, I have it set up so that it captures a window. So when it's capturing this is capturing literally a browser desktop. So I can, you know, yeah. A screen record on here, but the other thing is I want to have the footage on screen but also capture my face in a little circle on the screen. So yeah, that is where I use OBS to have this here. So this is how I've got things like my face cam. That's what you're wanting, is to screen record with a face cam capture on there. So you'll need a separate input to capture that, and sounding like you want to use something like a recording software to capture multiple objects, for example your screen and then also your face cam. You may also, depending on your editing software, be able to record it separately, like one camera recording your face cam, one recorder recording your screen, and then layer it together with your editing software. Yeah, I use OBS and I just do it all in one, so I don't have to layer the two videos together. But yeah, iMovie might be different. I'm not familiar with iMovie, so I can't really comment on that one. All I know is I use OBS, but again, I stream with OBS. I've got OBS all set up, so for me it's quite logical. But it depends what you're working with. I will leave it for the experts who deal with Apple products. But yeah, the main reason I like having OBS is because I can record multiple camera outputs at once, because I use webcam. So I've got a webcam up here, I've got a webcam here. I can technically also pull up a screen on my computer. If I have a video chat going with other people, I can bring other people in, and also have them live on stream, which is how we had Pencil Butter on, and I keep meaning to organize to do more of that. Yeah. Yeah. There might be another variant of OBS that is more for Macs again. Oh, this is my phone call. No, all that anxiety. All that anxiety. They have it. They're working on it. It was just an automatic system message, even though it was dropped off to the 11th and the letter was dated on the 13th. Every time. Now I have to just get my system to calm down. I knew it would be the case. It's just every time. Yeah, so it took a minute there because, like, they call you back when you're front of the queue. So it was, like, still technically on hold, but they call you back at the front of the queue. At least it was quick. I knew it wouldn't be long. It's just one of those, like, I had to confirm. Ugh, I hate dealing. Hate dealing with it. But it's done. Alright. Now, the next thing I need to do, because the reason why I got up is Mum is in her craft room and we need to arrange a power cord, so I might have to... I wonder if we have any longer extension cords. because it's been a trip hazard, so. Alright, 2 seconds. Sorry to mute again. I will be right back. Okay, back to here. It's cold. Where's my blankies? It's cold. Okay. So I think we're getting near the grass. I think I've got all the grass areas. So the fun thing with anxiety is, right, there is the anxiety when you've got to do the thing, but once you've done the thing that's giving you the anxiety, or you worked through it, right, you still have, it's called homeostasis, where your body is trying to regulate itself back to normality, and that just makes you feel as crap as well. It's like, yeah, the crash after, it's just, it's not fun. And it's like all the stress just because of one silly little form, because somebody didn't press a button in the system, so the form's been received. Yeah. Hello, Perfection. Welcome in. Okay. You're okay, Mum. My mic's not picking you up. My mum's doing stuff in the background, so as far as I can tell, the mic's not picking her up, but Alright, I am sitting here thinking about this page. I'm not just sitting here like twiddling my thumbs. I am legit sitting here just trying to work out what particularly next. I think we're best to do the leaves. I think we'll work in layers, and also leaves are incredibly boring to me, so let's get the leaves done. I can put my phone back on silent, unless you won't give me anxiety. We can't hear Kiwi Mum, but say hi to Kiwi Mum. Kiwi Mum, stream says hi! She says, hi everyone, glad you can't hear my moanings. She's cleaning or trying to sort stuff out, so there's a lot of frustration. Which is why every once in a while I'm cracking up laughing. Yeah, Kiwi Mum. M-U-M. We spell mum with a U here in New Zealand. In Aotearoa, we follow British English, but M-O-M is acceptable. It's Kiwi Mum. Yeah, sorting out stuff. Mum makes a lot of jewelry and crafty bits. So she's going through her beading craft room at the moment and organising and finding jewelry and bits and pieces. I have a few bits of jewelry that she's made. I think I still have one around here. I do. Back when I still have makeup on my desk. I really need to clean off my desk. I used to keep like a green makeup base here for when I used to stream, and did actually put a little bit of green to help with the redness of my skin. I don't bother anymore. This is a piece that I have from Mum. This is from when I graduated. And I asked Mum to make a necklace to go with my outfit, so I kind of just gave her a design that I wanted, and then she also made me some earrings and worked from it. So this is all this is blue sandstone, so it looks like a black bead, but it's actually like a navy with a glitter in it, and it's actual gemstone. And then we have actual crystals in there as well, like little glass crystals. And it's all like sterling silver and proper silver as well, like it's all really good quality metal stuff. So I kind of said to her I wanted something that went around my neck but then had like a little bit of a drop. And then she was looking for her stuff, and she had exactly 3 of these little crystals left, so I wasn't originally going to have these on there. It was just going to be the little crystals and the blue sandstone. I specifically wanted the blue sandstone. That was the thing I specifically requested. And then she's like, hang on, I got crystals. And she knows me, so she's like, I put crystals on it. Yeah, no, it looks black, but it's actually like in the light you can see a bit of the blue sparkle there. It's such a pretty stone. It's actually got like a sparkly, it looks like fine blue glitter. It's so pretty. So blue sandstone, and it went really well with my dress for graduation, because I had a navy dress, and then my gown, my graduation gown, had blue as well, and it was quite good. And I have my blue hair then too, so everything was quite cohesive in terms of I think I have some pictures. I do have some pictures on my phone. Let me not my phone, on my computer, because they actually did professional photography as well.
Bazinga.
Another one. I'm trying to find, and they're not opening, and it's a real pain. It's a real pain. There was one, that one. I really like that one. It's a candid shot, but it's good. All right. So this one here. So this is when they were helping me get ready. The actual staff, and they were putting the gown and measuring up the caps and stuff. So you can see also the necklace on there a little bit. But you can see my blue hair that I used to have. I used to have blue hair all the time. That's my old glasses too. Yeah, and then my gown colour, because I was graduating from psychology, so the applied sciences, was also blue. So everything was blue. But yeah, I missed my blue hair. I loved having blue hair. It was really fun. I loved having blue hair. And yeah, blue hair was always blue hair. But alas, not anymore, because I can't be bothered. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I was trying to figure out these leaves. I think the pine green might actually be what I want here. And it's not like we're trying to colour everything. We're just trying to add some specific shading in. Oh, blowing it out every time with my... Yeah. It's so much to upkeep. It really is. It really is. I don't know what colour. It's a hard choice. Perfection. Hello Brittany. This is Nelco Neco story, Precious Cats. Oh yeah, sorry, it was my cuticle. Need to stop doing it. Trying, look, they are growing out a bit. We are trying. I have actually got growth on them. If I can get them to grow out a bit longer. And they're almost to a length where if I put on fakes, the fakes would actually adhere for a while. No, I appreciate it. It was just my cuticle. Because I've got like a little hang on my cuticle. I've also got a lot of ink around that one that is staining it. But yeah, they're almost at a point now where there's enough that the fakes would actually adhere on for a little bit. So if I can be bothered on Sunday, I might put some fakes on. I think I know why shadow isn't bothering me right now. So yeah, it's not about covering everything. I just want to deepen up some areas. And if there's a little bit of a shadow that should be there, just making sure that shadow is a bit more indicated. We still want to keep it quite pastel. Or try to, anyway. Yep. Yep. Alright, hopefully things settle down soon enough. I can take more pain meds. Luckily I did take some pain meds before because I knew I wasn't going to jump straight into eating breakfast. So I did take some pain meds when I woke up. And I need to take the rest of my meds. So hopefully when things settle down a bit, we'll be able to have some lunch. Because it is past midday now. Have some lunch. Have some meds. Maybe curl up in bed for a bit. Because I have got Friday night is usually my big night at work, even though we don't have a lot of work. Yeah, do some self-care. And then know that it's the weekend. I will say right now, like, I don't want to jinx it because it has only been a couple of days, but we did change some of my meds around, including some of my pain meds, and with the combination of being back on my injection and trying out the new pain meds, I do feel like some of the swelling is going down. Like, the med that I've changed is my anti-inflammatory, so I am feeling combination of being back on the injection plus the new med does feel quite good. Yeah, the teeth are still bothering me, Brittany. They're going to bother me until I can get my dental appointment. I'm on the wait list. I just have to keep waiting. The teeth are making me not be able to sleep very well, which is why I keep on waking up late, because it's taking a long time for me to get to sleep at the moment. Yeah, it's the definition, but still soft is the goal. That's a good way to word it. Yeah. I asked if you took your morning meds. Yeah, no, I haven't taken them yet. I'll take them at lunchtime. It's mostly just vitamins in the morning, so most of my brain vitamins are all at night and stuff like that. But I do also need to take one of my pain meds as well. But that one needs to be with food. So that one, yeah, I need to take that one soon. It'll just mean when I take my night one, I take it later, just so there's a bit of space between them. So it's still doable. I just need to take it soon. With the phone call anxiety, it's not fun to eat. So I'm just waiting for things to settle down a bit, and then we'll, yeah. No, I've got lunch ready to go. Like, it's literally sitting beside me. / breakfast. It's just leftovers. Just tin of tuna. It'll do the job. It's just waiting for things to settle down. But yeah, we'll get there. I will take it because I need to take them. Yeah, just with how my teeth have been. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of what the issue is here, Brittany, is there's just not enough. We do have a real doctor shortage in New Zealand, and there's a lot of places where there is quite a bit of a shortage. So yeah, these other factors as well, but it's okay. I don't really want to talk too much about going to the dentist right now, to be perfectly honest. I'm just, yeah, teeth are still hurting, still waiting on the appointment, hopefully soon. Yeah. We're coping. That's the main thing. And in the meantime, hey, I'm getting a lot of colouring done because I haven't been sleeping. So, you know, look at the positives. We're getting so much colouring done this month. Like, I don't even remember everything I've coloured this month. Just so much. Like, I was trying to look at my list because I had to start another page. Another one. So yeah, Fairy Beauties, Critterville, Magic Jars, Monster Minis, lots of new books. Critterville 1, Tiny Tales Volume 1 and 2, so that's RJ Hampson. Adorable Girls, it's Rita Prince. Universon, Decora Girls, Magical Mermaids, Cats Around the World. Fairy Tales and Folklore, I finished off that whip. Mini Mania Volume 6, Kingdom of Curious Creatures, I finished off that whip. Dark Fairy Tales, Pop Manga Mermaids, Pop Manga Catitude, Mythographic Romantasy, Portrait of a Mermaid, Morning Scribbles, World of Fairies, which is by the Sarah Bureau, who does Portrait of a Mermaid, Creepy Fantasy, Pretty Princess, Manga Sparkles, both the Manga Sparkles. I've finished off the Year of Witches mini. These are all Camellia and Jacobas. All, like, one in every single book, plus the 2 Zodiac which I need to post because of Jess's hashtag. But yeah, I did the Zodiacs, and then all the new Camellia and Jacobas. And there's also Camellia and Jacoba at the start, because I finished off the 3 whips as well. So there's a lot of Camellia and Jacoba, World of Tolkien, Magical Journey by Liz and Mary Cullen. Another Mythographics, Mythographic Animals, Cat Mum, Cozy Japan. Lots of like cozy, comfy books. There's the Story of Precious Cats as well. 5 Bears, the Japanese book. 8 pages in any day. I did a page in Rio Pepe, Creatures of the Night. I finished off the Creatures of the Night whip. This has been a whip since 2022. It is, yeah, just so many. And then Fledgling Fairies. I finished another page in Fledgling Fairies. I'm now down to 4 pages in Fledgling Fairies. I also completed the Annie Day book. So that is Annie Day complete. So I finished off my first ever book. And I've got 4 pages left on Fledgling Fairies. So I'm still like, maybe I should do some more and try and finish off a second book this month. And then these are all the RJs as well. So yeah. So you can see the in whip. Sorry, it's off screen. But yeah, just it is. The post-its just help me keep like a running total of the page so that I don't have to keep like counting. But yeah, so far we have, let me get my calculator. I can't math it anymore. I can read. That's a calculator. So 14 on this page. And then 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 1, 2 plus 8 is 10, 11, 12 for a double, 13, 14, 15, 16, another double, 17, 18 so far on that page. So I'm at 71 for the month completed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A couple of these are doubles. You're a double. 10, 11. So 11 are in progress as well. Yeah. I cannot explain what crack I am on this month to do this many colouring pages, but yeah, we've been going for it. Yeah. Hi, Status. You're all good. Even I was late this morning, so you're fine. Late is a mood of the day. I want whatever you're on. I don't know. I need to be able to bottle this. You're going to surpass 100, which is like 2 entire books. Honestly, like when I was ruling out the next page, it's like, do I rule out both sides? And then I was like, yeah, we'll rule out both sides. The rate we're going. Like, if I suddenly decide to stop and play video games for the rest of the month, that's fine. But right now, I've been enjoying doing a ton of colouring, and it's just vibing with me. So, yeah, I just needed to do a lot of colouring this month. But yeah, I really would like to. Like, I'm really pleased at getting that older whip done. There's a couple more whips, and I'm like, it'd be nice to get those done too. There's a lot of things that I want to colour. Like, I want to, as I said, I'm like, do I do another Fledgling Fairies and finish off Fledgling Fairies? I kind of want to colour in some Rita Berman. I want to colour in some Malpamini Shatsapanagatu. I still have things from my plans video that I haven't gotten to yet, including what is technically my one buddy colour this month, which is the Sea to Sky, Oceans to Stars, that's the words. I haven't got into that one yet. Mostly because I'm struggling with my alcohol markers. I might have to actually pull down my Copics for that one. I think I'm at a point with my alcohol markers that like I've chucked out a bunch more this month too that have run out and dried up. So we're almost down to 1 tub. Yeah. We need an Octo Amy. Oh my god, imagine if I had 8 arms and I could work on all those pages at once, so it would be insanity. Oh. I forgot the leaves down here. I knew that'd be the case. I knew there'd be leaves I'd forget. There always is. Alright. Itchy, 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 itchy. Alright, I think this blue is actually going to be quite a good blue for it. I know I used a ton of this on the Kitty Mooms whip. Because again, we're not really trying to darken anything. I'm just trying to like define the shading a bit more. That's really all we're doing. Yeah, I have my hair's just itchy because it needs a wash. It's as simple as that, but it's just been too cold for me to sit around with wet hair. Because hair washing's a lot of effort. It takes a lot of spoons to wash my hair. And then I have to sit around while my hair dries. Which, I mean, I do have a hairdryer, but, you know, you're still dealing with wet hair when it's cold. And so, yeah, it's just itchy because it needs a wash. So, it'll be fine. That's all it is. It just needs a wash. But it's just too cold. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Doesn't even look like this blue's made much of a difference to the shading because it matches so well in, but that's what we want. Like, it's there to just refine the shading that we already put in. That's why we did all the work with the watercolors, so that the shading would be there. And it was just adding in some more direct shadows. Yeah, lots of spoons. Like, in the past, especially when I've been in a lot of inflammatory pain, which again, I've been in a lot of pain recently, there's actually a place in the mall, and I paid $10 to have them wash my hair, because it's legit easier and uses less spoons. I think it's about $20 now to pay for them to wash your hair, but honestly, sometimes it's worth it, because it's just such an effort. And I'm not the only one that I know that you know, limited mobility and will pay to have their hair washed. When you print your colouring pages, do you print on regular paper or better quality? Ask my... It is print my Etsy purchases for 100 pages is $60-$70. Yeah, so I take them to a print shop and I print them on card. My print shop allows me to present my own paper, and they will print onto whatever paper you present with. Now, I buy the cardstock from them, so it's real easy. But yeah, it does still cost a little bit to print. And obviously better quality paper is more expensive. I have two different types, so it depends. I have one that is 160 GSM and one that is 210 GSM. The 210 GSM is a lot more thicker for if I know I want to use watercolors, mixed media. The 160 is not bad either. I've done 160 a lot GSM. That's the weight of the paper. The only time I print on regular printer paper was these bookmarks because I knew I was going to laminate them. Yeah, it depends what you're going to use them for, but with these bookmarks I knew I was just going to be laminating and I just printed on regular paper. But when I am doing like an actual colouring book or something, yeah, cardstock. I forgot a flower. The print shop, what they directly print onto, like their own printing paper, is not good for colouring because it's like a document paper. So I don't get printed onto theirs. I provide my own, even if I'm printing onto super thin stuff. But yeah, the cost of the paper is another thing that you do have to factor in with printing your own. Which is why sometimes printing your own isn't cheaper, especially compared to like an Amazon book. But you get better quality paper, so yeah. Alright, let's do these purple ones because we really don't have a lot. We've only got a couple of flowers in the purple, so I'm going to use the more blue one and then save these greys for her dress. So we're going to use this more. Actually, we're going to use eggplant. Eggplant is very, very vibrant, but we're using so little of it. Katie, kia ora. The bookmark images, these are from Etsy. There is two illustrators. First one is Raider Prints, who... Here's my bookmark tab. Sorry, my bookmarks are getting quite low because we used a bunch of them. I don't think I have any of Raider Print's actual bookmarks in here, but I have a bunch of minis from Raider Print, which is these things here, which I have coloured. I printed them double size, coloured them, cut them out, and laminated them. So these are now bookmarks. They're not like official bookmarks, but I reckon they still work as bookmarks. I think they're cute. So I've done that. And then same with like her portrait pack. I do that. I've done that with like Mariola Boutique and a few other illustrators as well. And then these ones here are by... I'm drawing a blank on the name, but they are actually hand drawn in the same illustrator. My brain keeps wanting to say Hull. Let me bring up Etsy and I'll find the illustrator. I brought two big packs. Ellie Marks, that's the name. So I brought two big packs from Ellie Marks. And so like these ones I've just like experimented with water-based markers, and you can see everything's covered in glitter because I just think they look better when they're covered in glitter. And then she also has these ones here, which are more shaped ones. So I've still got a lot more of these ones to colour as well. But yeah, I did like 60 bookmarks last month, and plus I already had a few bookmarks. And this is how many I've got left in my container. So I'm glad I did so many bookmarks last month, but I need more bookmarks, apparently. But yeah, Ali Marks is the other one that I got. And paste. There you go. Anything is a bookmark if you press hard enough. Exactly. Yeah. And yes, I laminate them at home. I have a laminator. But yeah, you can get lots of like individual things from Ali Marks, but I just got the big books. Because it's like, wow, I want a lot of bookmarks. So yeah. And that's another thing that I want to colour in some more of. This month is more bookmarks because I've got so many more to do. So yeah, like Raider prints, I brought the 15 pack of minis, and yeah, just coloured in a sheet of those. As I said, printed double size, so they were a bit bigger. Coloured them in, printed them out, coloured them in, cut them out, laminated them, and then recut them out. And it means that I got bookmarks. Just, you know, like, again, this month I'm at, what, 70? Plus I got a few bookmarks and, like, plans and stuff like that. Like, you know, some months I need a lot of bookmarks. And if I do a plans video for next month, I'll need bookmarks for the plans video. But all the bookmarks might be in yours, so... yeah, it's because I'm trying to avoid using post-its, because I used to put little post-it tabs in my books, but I've had post-its actually bleach colour onto the colouring books, so that's why I am making a point of getting rid of all the post-its and only using the bookmarks. This has been something I've been trying to do for a while, is slowly build up the bookmarks. I was very kindly sent, I didn't even know it was a thing, and I need to find some more off Instagram, not Instagram, I think off Amazon or something. It was basically a box of like bookmarks, and they're like lollipops and ice creams and stuff like that. And then I was also given this thing, which I got to figure out what to do with. But basically these are like little clear pouches, but they're also stickers, and they're meant to be like little bookmarks, so they just look like little clear bottles, and then you can actually peel them open, stick things inside and seal it down so it looks like a little bottle, and they're meant to be little bookmarks as well, but they're really just like flimsy stickers. But supposedly these are bookmarks. Yeah, so I haven't done anything with those yet, but I've got a bunch of those. But yeah, I got a very cheap laminator from Kmart in New Zealand, and honestly it's brilliant. I was so excited when I saw that Kmart stocks a laminator, because it's one of those things that is odd, but I've just always wanted one because I legit can see a use for having a laminator. And yeah, I've already used it so much. Plus it was super cheap. Most of the time laminators are a couple $100. This was $20. And it cost me, I think, $2 a sheet to laminate at the stationery store. So I've already, with how much I've laminated in the bookmarks, I've already made my money back. Because I've already laminated 30 sheets. So already worthwhile. And then there's a couple other things that we need a laminator for, so it's actually quite useful for me, but I know that's not necessarily useful for everyone. But for me, very useful. This is barely making a difference, but that's actually what we want. The point of this is just to deepen shadows in a couple of areas. It might actually be a good colour for her dress as well. Well, I wasn't going to do the dresses now, but you are a good colour. I'll just have to remember that. Alright, so we've got the yellow. So the yellow's the one that I don't quite have the right colour for. But I think... Oh, the sheet is so faded. I think in Polychromos the green... Sounds weird, but the green gold maybe? No, I think we'll go that one. Yeah, yellow ochre. Again, it's not about deepening what's there. Well, it is about deepening what's there, but you know. Just defining what's there, because sometimes they get a bit washed out. Whole cube done. Well done, Zoe. Well done. So again, it's not really about too much definition because we got a lot of it already. It's just about, I mean, too much color. It's just about adding in, which is quite quick, which is quite nice as well. Ooh, the new Christine Caran books. Exciting. I thought of you while I worked on the Christine Caran page because I did the troll page that I know we've talked about. So I did think of you while I was working on that one. I got 4 more to go in that book now. Of course, they're the 4 that I was like the least excited to colour. But that's okay. So what I'm thinking for the centre of the flowers is actually use the super golden markers and do like a little metallic centre for the gold of here. I don't think I'd do blue on here though. I don't know if I carry on with the gold or do a different colour. But yeah, I think gold for the centre of the yellow flowers would look quite pretty. But we'll do that at the end. The butterfly's going to be glitter. Oh, it's cold. Cold, 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 cold. Alright. Now that we've done all the shading on here, we can come back around. Still got to go over the cats, but... Adding in a bit of depth. It'll be better once the 2 cats are done, and we can also go over the cats a little bit. But I could technically have a little bit of a shadow in here. I don't really want to do a lot of shadow because then we'll feel like we need to do shadow over everything. Do a little bit. that. Make sure we do in here first so we don't forget that, like we did when we did the base. So again, it's not, we've already got a bit of shading in here, it's just about adding in more specific shading and deepening things up. It helps if I'm also in frame, you know, like a good professional streamer. It's quick when you've got the base and a bit of shading done because you're just defining a certain area, so it's like, and because it's so close in colour, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, I think that's all right. All right, we want one of these purples, Tempest, 37. Was this limited edition Tutti Frutti flavor? It was disgusting. It sounds... I'm not a big Tutti Frutti person, so I concur. Doesn't sound appealing to me, but I understand some people like that flavor. But it is fun to try new products, so at least you got the fun of trying it. I need to go to the bathroom, but I think we're going to call stream soon, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup. Oop. Yeah, in frame. We are. I'm doing that thing where I'm completely blocking your view. I do apologize. Just speeding through getting this section done really badly. And I need to slow down because I'm getting purple into areas that are going to be white. And the lid just broke. Fantastic. Not what we want. Ooh. I think this pencil may have a broken core. That's not good. I am adding too much pencil lid. Okay. That'll do. Alright, we want maybe French grey. Look. Yeah. A little bit of a darker one, so we'll grab driftwood and use that just to amplify some of these shadow areas just a little bit. Not all the shadow areas, but there's areas that would be quite a bit darker than everywhere else. Itchy. Alright. So basically that just leaves the cats and then all the finishing details. So that's all of that done. So just cats, couple of like lacy bits, the butterfly, and then like the shinies. But I think that's a good place to call it because I need to go to the bathroom. I need to have some food and I need to have a nap before work because it's busy work day as well. So yeah, I think it's a good place to sort of call it for the day. Thank you for being here and bearing with me on this interesting day. I'm glad we got a little bit more done of our kitty chaos page. Coming together, so yeah, it's definitely giving me the pastel vibes that I was hoping for. And take my meds. Yes, I will remember to take my meds, Ari. I'm gonna have the food and do that, and then curl up in bed basically and take a nap for work. But yes, thank you for being here. We should be back on Sunday, which is in 2 days, for another stream, all going well. Yeah, I think that's about it. There's not really a lot else to say, but appreciate you all. Make sure you look after yourselves, all the self-cares, all the love, all the araha, all the good times. Appreciate you all very, very much, and I will see you 9 AM Sunday, provided I wake up in time. Alright, see you later.